Disciples and all this garbage, bro. Alright?
To be fair, she really spoke.
You know, so in the kingdom of heaven, when the kingdom is set up, and this is why the Lord is going to set that order up again. And that order is going to be what we bring about. Because it tells you in the scriptures, I believe it's in Jeremiah, it tells you on how, what shall go forth the law out of Zion. So we're going to be setting the way of how to conduct. Okay, not only this bullshit out here. You can just do what you want, you can be however you want to be. We're not going to set that way of understanding of no one. That's going to be out the fucking door. Alright, and that's why you got a lot of demons out here. It's like the brother said, everything is spiritual. Okay, you got to look at these people like they're just spirits. Bad spirits and good spirits. Okay, but when we look around, especially in Great Britain, you can sense that negative vibration. You can sense that, you know, most people are demons. You can sense that all the way out. But that goes all the way back to Esau. Because it tells you when the wicked are in authority, okay, there'll be many more righteous, there'll be many more wickedness around. I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture.
Yeah, I get it.
So this is why you got a lot of wicked souls out here. Okay? And like I said earlier before, you got jokers listening to these demonic ass rap music, this demonic ass rock and roll, whatever they listening to nowadays. Okay? And that's why people are more demonic than ever before. And it just goes, and I mean, all you gotta do is just look at the people. Look at these young people that's our age and younger. You can see what they're carrying on. It's like this guy right here. Whoever it is, he's walking in the midst of this. He's walking in the midst of where we're at right now when he could walk the other way. So these are just nothing but demons. Oh, he's blind. Oh, okay. Yeah, so read that.
Right, this is Proverbs 29:2.
Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
No, that's not the one. That's not the
Is that the one, right?
No, that's not the one. It goes it's in Proverbs, but it goes into when the wicked are exalted, right? When the wicked are exalted,
okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Good voice there, Che.
Yeah, he can, because he can get it on the
Jump.
What's going on? We started at 4, you see, so we got to fulfill the hours.
We started at 4.
I think it was 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So I think it was,
It was 3:30, yeah. 3:30.
Early, I think it was like 3:15, 3:20 or something like that.
Like 3:30 something.
3:30, yeah.
It's not coming up, right? Something like that.
Yeah, when the wicked are exalted, they just type that in. You know, and that's why you got so many bad spirits out there. And I'm talking about just people in general. A lot of these people are they're just bad-minded. And the reason why you got that because you have the ones that are setting up that vibration. Okay, and when you check something out, a lot of people watch TV, and that TV induces demons inside of it. That witchcraft. And that's why most people they just somehow, some way they just can't keep themselves together. They always gotta be hanging around and doing something stupid or acting rowdy because they just got the demons that have been infused inside of their brain from that damn television or some damn music they just listening to. Okay, but if you look at us, the men that's in the street, we're cool, calm, and collect. We don't gotta just be hanging around random people or doing some stupid shit. If you notice. Okay? And the reason ultimately because it all goes back for one thing is because we're not a part of this world.
The scripture you're looking for, what else does it say?
Huh?
What else does it say?
No, it says when the wicked are exalted. I'm roughly
Because I've got one here, Psalms 12 and 8.
What is it?
Says, thou shalt keep them, O Yahweh, thou shalt preserve them from generation to generation. So like thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one I wanted. Yeah,
Is that the one you got, yeah?
Yeah, Psalms 12 and 7. 7, 8.
I thought it was in Proverbs or something like that.
Right. Psalms 12 and 7, yeah?
Yeah, start from 7 and 8.
Psalms what?
Psalms are 12 and 7. 7 and 8.
No. I'm saying.
Thou shalt keep them, O Lord, thou shalt preserve them from the generation forever.
And then Psalms 12 and 8. 7 and then 8.
You're 12, chapter 12, verse 7.
Psalms 12 and 7. Thou shalt keep them.
Read verse 8. That's the one I want. Verse 8.
Right, this is Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side.
Right.
When the vilest man are exalted.
Right. So when you have a vile ruler or a vile nation of people that are ruling an empire, what begins to happen is the people fall into that same spirit. That's why when you read the book of I think it's Sirach, the 7th chapter, it tells you on how when you have a certain ruler, I'm roughly paraphrasing, when you have a certain ruler, the people are that's the ruler. Okay, that's what it tells you in the Bible.
Yeah.
So the reason why these people out there are the way that they are, they can't seem to keep themselves in order, and they act immature, they act silly. They gotta be drinking themselves to oblivion in the bar, or going into the club, dancing around the place, celebrating, and they ain't really got nothing to celebrate about. Okay, or just being a nigga. Really, it all goes back because you have the vile people of the earth that are ruling over them, that are setting up that negative vibration. Okay, especially down here in London, England. I mean, London, England is a dungeon town. Okay, people come down here and think it's nice and it's decent, but if you've lived there for a long time, you can see that it's nothing but a big dungeon. Okay, although the scriptures say, wicked lion, around the world, wicked life. Okay, wicked life around the world. But when you deal with like England and America, those are the two superior areas that are superior in wickedness. Especially if you're in the center of what this place, of what particular country you're involved in. Okay, like for example, when you go to America, there's a couple of key places in America that make America for what it is. You have California and you have New York. Now, if you go to California, you'll sense that dark vibrational spirit too. Same thing with New York. Okay, so when you go to London now, you can see that negative dark vibration within that place. Okay, because the whole entire country is demonic. The whole entire country is wicked. All right. So England is a representation. London is a representation of England as a whole. Okay, and when you go to London, you can see the wickedness that's involved in London, man.
Coming. Get for me Habakkuk 1 and 4.
What's that?
I was just giving him a scripture to read for you, yeah.
Yes, so you got a precept, right?
For that, you just said about the kingdom. One says about as the king as the people.
Right. This is what you're gonna find out. There's more people that are wicked than is righteous. And you know what proves that? Because we're the only ones standing up for righteousness. That's what proves it right there. When you pan the camera around, you don't see nobody. You don't see bad people doing exactly what they're doing. A lot of people are just up to no good. That's just the thing. So the Lord sent us out here to deal with these no goodness. You see? Why? Because you got nothing but demons out there. You foul spirits on the corner, bro.
Right, this is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Okay, well that's all right. That's all right. If you want to go. probably going to stone again now.
Just 2 minutes past 8 now. This is Proverbs 12 and 26.
Alright. We're going to close enough for 2 minutes.
Right, this is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
But the way of the wicked seduceth. Jake is so caught up into the society. Like I said, when you deal with that rap music shit, that old gangster rap music rap, where did that concept of gangster rap come from? It came from them so-called Jews that run the music industry. So if they run the music industry, being that they don't like our people, they're gonna get the most grimiest ones amongst our people to then portray our people as the group of people that they put in the music industry.
You got it.
Okay, and then have the world think that that's how we all are. We ain't like that. Okay, so that's how they've been seduced. And also, not only that, but the LGBT community and God is all love. And that's also a concept that comes from Esau too. But Jake has been seduced to that as well. All right. But when we tell our people the truth, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what we gotta say because they're so seduced into the wiles of Satan. Okay, the words and the philosophies of the devil. Go on, bro.
Did you get that one? You got it, yeah?
This is Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4. And it says, I will also stretch out my hand upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Hold on.
And I will cut off the remnant of Baal. Habakkuk 1. Habakkuk 1. That's not.
You come over here. Come over. Just stand where he stands. You're going. I'm gonna just say a few words from the You got precept, right?
Yeah. Done? This is Habakkuk.
You gotta take your hood off, man. You're going.
Sure it's not 1 and 3.
I'll tell you what, Tash, we did
It should be 4, definitely
1 and
4.
4.
Right.
Yeah, forget, yeah.
Oh, this
1 and
one,
4,
yeah? Oh, it's lucky, I'll go.
No, he's gonna read. It's too late, bro. Let him read this. Hold what you got.
Right, this is Psalms 37 and 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil,
Right.
for evildoers shall be cut off.
Right, so that means every last soul out here, and I'm talking about the majority of the people that's in London, England, and elsewhere, the majority of them are going to be destroyed. Because they've taken hip to this evil vibration of this world. Okay, especially the 2/3 of our own people, which the Lord has chosen, but he's going to sanction 2/3 of them to be cut up and die. Why? Because they want to continue to believe in the ways of this world, which is none of the Most High. Okay, it tells you in John, I believe it's the 2nd chapter, it says, for if any man love the world, then the love of the Father is not in him. Because the Father, damn sure ain't a part of this world. Okay, Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah, they're dealing with a totally different vibration. And the vibration is a positive vibration. This world deals with a negative vibration. Okay? Like we live in a diseased society. Where people are diseased in the mental, people are diseased physically, psychologically. Okay, but it all goes back because the majority of the people are wicked as hell. And the more intelligent you become, and the more wiser you become, the more you find yourself not dealing with these people, because you can clearly see you can clearly see, especially if you're spiritually intelligent. The more spiritual you are, the more you just don't even deal with these people, because you can see that a lot of people that walk by and by, a lot of them are just full of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're under that wicked vibration. Go on.
For evildoers shall be cut off.
Right, and evildoers shall be cut off. And the number one evildoer on the planet Earth is the so-called white man. They're the numero uno. So that's why when you read the book of Obadiah, the 1st chapter, it tells you that they're going to be cut off forever and ever. Okay, but it's twofold because anybody on earth that's doing wickedness and they're not willing to repent out of that or from that, they're gonna be destroyed. Okay, and that's why it's gonna come a time and a place where you're gonna have missiles flying from one end to the earth to the other end to the earth, and billions of people are gonna be totally eradicated. That's why the thermonuclear war is going to come as well, so that the Lord can wipe away all of these evil dudes out there. That's why it's gonna happen. Okay, go on.
But those that wait upon the Lord.
Right, but it says those that wait upon the Lord. Who's waiting on the Lord? Pan the camera, brother. These people ain't waiting on the Lord. The only people that you gonna see out here waiting for the Lord is us. We're the only ones waiting on the Lord. Okay? That's just the whole thing. People are waiting because people are waiting for other things. For EastEnders to come on, Coronation Street to come on,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars, X Factor, whatever factor they got on TV. That's what they're waiting for. Okay, but we're waiting upon what? The Lord.
But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
Right, they shall inherit the earth. That's why it tells you in Matthew 5, it says the meek shall inherit the earth. Who are the meek? The meek of Israelites, the elect that came back and returned back to the Lord. Okay? That's why it says, many have been created, but few shall be saved. So, when we say that the Most High is going to destroy billions of people off the face of the mountain, we're not saying that just to be saying that. We're saying it based on prophecy. And we're saying it. What are you saying? Let's just continue.
And it says, for evildoers shall be cut off.
You're going?
But those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth.
Right, they shall inherit the earth. And the people that will inherit the earth are the elect. And we're going to be the governing body of the next world. Okay? And it makes a lot of sense because if we were the first ones to wake up out of the ways of the world and then come into this truth and teach the truth, those that have the truth, they're going to use the truth to evaporate this knowledge and understanding. Makes sense.
For yet a little while, the wicked shall not be ye. Thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth.
Right, that's the same thing in Matthew 5. You know, and this is the thing. Most people out here, they're gonna die. It's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have a biological warfare. You're gonna have martial law being declared. And then you're gonna have the nuclear war. So every evildoer that's out here, that's not walking in the right spirit, okay, they're just gonna die. Most people are gonna die out here. Okay, and even the men that fell out of the truth, they're gonna die as well. They're gonna be destroyed. Okay, if you pan the camera, brother, all of these people that's surrounding us right now, they're all gonna die. Okay, and it's gonna be a severe, horrible death. Okay, matter of fact, hope that you get me Jeremiah 16. Because that's what we gotta start pushing out here. We have to start pushing out the whole vibration on how the Lord is gonna kill loads of people. Loads of people are gonna die.
This is Jeremiah
16:1.
16:1. It says,
Because when martial law is declared in Great Britain, they're gonna just start spraying people with them guns, with them bullets, and it's gonna be all over, baby.
Jeremiah 16:1.
Yeah, just take your gloves off.
We don't drink.
No, we don't now. You know, and that's just the whole thing. It's right now, everybody's jolly full, everybody's having a good old time. And the good old times are going to be put to a stop when they declare martial law. So get Jeremiah 16:1.
So Jeremiah 16:1. It says, the word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons of concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them,
Yep.
and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land.
Go on.
They shall die of grievous death.
Right, so it says they shall die grievous deaths. So, like I'm going to say, when Great Britain declares an emergency, okay, and they use these troops, these SWAT team troopers, to guard the cities, instead of quadrants around London or wherever they may be at in England somewhere, and then it's going to get to the point where those same SWAT team troopers, they're going to go against the people and they're going to just spray them out. Okay, and this is the thing, and people don't know what's coming. People don't understand the severity of a dark world we're going to enter into. They don't know this. Okay, so it's going to come a time where a lot of these people out here, they're going to be just dead bodies. This is going to be dead bodies out on the street. It's going.
Right. For yet, this is Proverbs 7 and 10. For yet a little while, the wicked shall not be. Ye that shall diligently consider his place, and it shall be not. But the meek shall inherit the earth.
Right, so the wicked
Man,
is going to be
watch
taken
behind
out
you.
of there.
Watch behind you.
Yeah, I'm the wicked. Oh, hey, well, that's what it is. You can't be doing that. You got to put it around here. I can't let you. You know, and this is the thing.
Yes, you are.
Everybody take everything for a joke.
But this is the thing. People take things for a joke and everything, but the joke is going to be on them at the end of the day.
He was kid.
Yeah. So that's the bottom line. Tell you what. I tell you, just drop that down. Just stand behind it. You know what I'm saying? So, because you even got wicked Jakes out there too, and he just confirmed it.
Among my people I found wicked men.
There you go. So the point of the matter is that most of these jokers out here, they're gonna just die. They're gonna die. They're gonna be put to death, and they're gonna, and the Lord might put it in their mind why he's putting them to death. Okay, go on.
But the meek shall inherit the earth.
But the meek shall inherit the earth. So Esau is gonna be taken out of the way, out of the equation, and we're gonna be the next set rulers of the next world, setting back the order. Okay, setting back the order by using the laws. Okay, that's gonna be the blueprint that we're gonna use. The law, statutes, commandments that Moses went to go get in Mount Sinai. That's what we're gonna establish. All of the shenanigans that you see out here in England, people acting silly, looking all stupid, doing whatever they want to do, that's gonna be put out. Okay, because the Lord ain't dealing with this society, man. We can clearly see that the Lord ain't dealing with this society. This is a dark, demonic place. And like I said earlier before, the more spiritual you are, the more you can see that this is nothing but hell. People are out of order, disease in the mind, earthquakes.
Tornadoes.
Okay, so this is the world we in today.
Landslides.
Yeah. So the Lord is showing himself. Okay, go on.
And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Right, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. We're gonna have the abundance of peace. That's what our world is gonna be. None of this bullshit out there. Partying it up and just talking shit, drinking all the fucking day. Cars rolling around the street. Okay? All of that's gonna be done for. All of this is gonna be totally dissolved. Because when that nuclear war starts, bye-bye. You know? You can even, matter of fact, I'll tell you what, get me what is it, 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. We're gonna close out on that. You see, what you got going on is that there was a Russian base, a Russian military base was shot at.
Yeah, the drones.
Right, there was drones.
Yeah, drones.
So you know this war is getting heated up, it's getting serious. Because if you got those Russian bases in Syria that are being shot down, which I believe is those Israelis that are doing that.
Americans, both of them. Yeah.
If that's what they're doing, then Russia's gonna have to make that move. They're gonna have to retaliate. So this war is on the verge. This nuclear war is sure to come. It's not a matter of if or it may come. No, it's sure that it's going to come. Go on. Yes, it's 3 and 9. 3 and 9. Yeah.
Right, this is 2 Peter 3 and 9.
Believe it, go on.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering unto usward, not willing that any shall perish, but all shall come to repentance.
And the all is talking about the elect of Israel. Once the 144,000 and the 1/3 and the multitude that may be that is sealed with this truth, once that's fulfilled, then the Lord is going to do what he's going to have to do. Go on.
But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise.
So what does it mean by the heavens shall pass away with great noise? It's talking about the society on earth. Go on.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, so everything that you see out here that makes up the society is all going to be dissolved and burned. Okay, and we're not going to burn anything. Those nuclear missiles are going to do all the dissolving and melting all everything. Go on.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Right, so everything that you see is going to be totally done. These buses, these cars, these different buildings, the people, okay, that little metal gate that you see over there, all of that's going to be done. This whole entire society is going to be destroyed, and it will never be remembered again. And guess what? Our society is going to come next, and we're going to be the ruling class people of the earth. That's the whole thing. Go on. That's the future of it. That's the future of it all. Go on.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Seeing that all of these things shall be dissolved. Great Britain and the things concerning America, it's all going to be destroyed. And America is going to become a 5,000 square mile desert. Now I'm going further into the future. You're speaking about things that haven't even happened yet. So that's what a prophet does. A prophet speaks about things before it even happens. That's what you get the word prophecy from. The word prophecy means to say before. Okay, so what are we saying before now at this present moment? We're saying that prophecies are we're saying that America's gonna be destroyed. America's gonna go into a nuclear war along with Great Britain, and now the games are gonna begin from there. Go on.
What manner of seeing these things, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved? What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God?
That's what we look forward to. We look forward to that to go down, because the sooner that can go down, the sooner we can get into that kingdom, and we can set the record straight all over again. Because really, the earth is really crying for us to win. The earth needs a reset.
Yeah.
Okay, because the so-called white man, he's done a horrible, terrible job.
Couples.
Yeah.
You know, he's polluted the whole entire earth, manipulating the food, genetically modified organisms. All right, a lot of things you can talk about that he's done.
What's that in Romans? It says, for the creature groaneth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
Right. That's a good one, yeah. So that's just the whole thing. Turning the men outside out, turning women outside out. So this society is on its way to be destroyed. Okay? And if you see the signs around the world, and you see the signs in the moon and the stars, you can clearly see that right there. It's evident. Go on.
Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, where in the heavens being on fire.
Right, where in the heavens being on fire, meaning the kingdoms of the world. They're going to be on fire. Why? Because of the nuclear war. If we that Isaiah 9, you can get Isaiah 9 and 5 too. We can close out on that. So this place is going to get done in, man. And these people out here, they don't even understand the severity of what's to come. Go on.
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
This is talking about the ancient world. Now in the ancient world, okay, you had men that was fighting a physical war. Swords and bucklers and all of that. Blood being sprinkled out because they were using swords, literal swords. But go on.
Right, and it says, confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But it says, but this shall be burning and fuel of fire. So the next war in these days and times is going to be burning with fuel of fire. And this guy right here, he's going to be burned up. He's going to be burned up. He's going to be
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
Alan Brown.
And that's just the whole thing. So, you know, you got these people out here that jolly full, acting silly, acting stupid like a bunch of children. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that guy, he's probably in his mid-40s, but he's acting like a child. There's no discipline in it. So this society lacks morals. And things such as honor and morality doesn't exist over here no more. Just look at the people. Look at how they're conducting themselves. That's how you know that this place is through. It's finished. Because back in the 60s or in the 40s, people had a certain standard about themselves. Now people are just looking all silly, shouting out like they're in school, like they're school kids. Like I thought the school days were over and done away with. Yeah, I thought secondary school days were done away with. But you got grown-ass men in their 30s and their 40s acting like children. So this place is through. Go on.
Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
Yep.
and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly,
Yep.
shall be stubble.
Yep.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts.
So that's what's getting prepared and ready for this place. It's just to be burned up. There's no more morality. Okay, like I'm gonna say again, you got grown-ass men that's old enough to be your grandfather, acting like children. Acting like little children, man. Kids. Okay? And that's really because there's no discipline, there's no order, there's no structure. So, I mean, when you look at Britain in 2018, it's just, this is nothing there no more. There's no order there. There's no standard at all. Because once a society has no standards, the society's through. It's finished. It's done. It's a wrap. The only thing that's left for this society is to go through an economic turmoil and then also through the nuclear war. And that's it. So with that being said, man, we're going to close out. With that, I'd like to give all praise and glory
To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai.
We're coming out here next week, week after week,
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
and we're going to keep teaching the word until the very end comes.
All right.
Okay, and we're dead set at the end of this thing, man. And this so-called white guy that's ruling the earth right now, he's going to be destroyed, and along with his society. Okay, and that's the whole thing. You might hate when I say that, or you may like what I say that, but guess what? It's going to happen regardless. We just bringing out the message. So with that, brothers, man, stay strong. Our uprising is near, our resurrection is near, and with that, we're closing out. Shalom.
From Yasharala.
From Yasharala. Shalom.